10 Questions about Xavier Zubiri, exploring the life and philosophy of a remarkable thinker. Who was Zubiri and what was his field of study? Zubiri, whose full name is
Xavier Zubiri Apalategui,
was a renowned Spanish philosopher and theologian. His field of study primarily focused on the philosophy of religion, metaphysics, and the philosophy of science. Zubiri made significant contributions in areas such as ontology, phenomenology, and the study of human consciousness. What were the main philosophical influences on Zubiri's thinking? Zubiri was influenced by various philosophers and philosophical currents throughout his life. Some of the most notable influences include the thinking of Immanuel Kant, Edmund Husserl, and Martin Heidegger. He was also influenced by scholastic philosophy and the Spanish philosophical tradition, particularly by José Ortega y Gasset. These influences shaped his unique philosophical approach and his exploration of the relationship between human experience and knowledge. What was Zubiri's most notable contribution to his field of study? Zubiri's most notable contribution was his concept of sentient intelligence. He proposed that human intelligence is not limited to rational capacity alone, but also encompasses a sentient and experimental dimension. This groundbreaking notion expanded our understanding of consciousness and human cognition, and it had a significant impact on the philosophy of mind and phenomenology. Furthermore, Zubiri made important contributions in areas such as theology, metaphysics, and the philosophy of science. Does Zubiri's thinking relate to theology and the philosophy of religion? Zubiri's thinking establishes a close relationship between philosophy and theology. He sought to integrate philosophical reflection with religious experience and revelation. Through his study of metaphysics and phenomenology, Zubiri explored the ontological foundation of reality and addressed theological questions such as the existence of God, the relationship between faith and reason, and the nature of human religiosity. His rigorous and multidisciplinary approach has enriched the dialogue between philosophy and theology. What are the key concepts in Zubiri's philosophy and how do they interrelate? Some of the key concepts in Zubiri's philosophy include sentient intelligence, reality as event, radical reality, and vital reason. These concepts interrelate in his view of the human being as an open and dynamic reality constantly interacting with the world and other human beings. Sentient intelligence is at the core of his philosophy as it integrates rational cognition with experimental and emotional experience, allowing for a more comprehensive understanding of reality. What is Zubiri's stance on nihilism and how does he address this theme in his work? Zubiri approaches nihilism as a problem arising from the loss of meaning and value in human experience. However, unlike some thinkers who outright reject it, Zubiri offers a more nuanced response. In his work, he argues that nihilism is a consequence of the lack of adequate ontological grounding and a lack of deep understanding of reality. He seeks to overcome nihilism through his concept of reality as an event, which entails an openness to meaning and a dynamic relationship with the world. What is Zubiri's legacy in contemporary thought and his influence on other thinkers? Zubiri's legacy in contemporary thought is significant. His interdisciplinary philosophical approach and exploration of topics such as sentient intelligence and radical reality have had a profound impact in various areas, including philosophy of mind, phenomenology, and theology. Furthermore, his approach of integrating reason and religious experience has enriched the dialogue between philosophy and theology. Zubiri has influenced several contemporary thinkers who continue to develop and expand upon his ideas in diverse fields of knowledge. What are some of the criticisms or debates surrounding Zubiri's work? Zubiri's work has generated debates and criticisms within the academic sphere. Some criticisms focus on the complexity and density of his writing, which can make it challenging to comprehend. Additionally, questions have been raised regarding the application of his concepts in specific fields such as ethics and political philosophy. The relationship between philosophy and theology, as well as his ontological approach and interpretation of reality, have also been subjects of debate. These debates and criticisms enrich the study and understanding of Zubiri's legacy. How has Zubiri's work impacted related fields such as ethics or theology? Zubiri's work has had a significant impact on related fields such as ethics and theology. In ethics, his focus on sentient intelligence and the understanding of reality as an event has led to new reflections on the nature of morality and the relationship between reason and experimental knowledge in ethical decision-making. In theology, his integration of philosophy and religious experience has enriched theological dialogues and opened up new perspectives in understanding faith and the relationship between God and human beings. What is the current relevance of Zubiri's thinking and how is it still studied and discussed today? Zubiri's thinking remains relevant today and continues to be studied and discussed in various academic circles. His focus on sentient intelligence, his analysis of reality, and his integration of philosophy and theology remain subjects of research and reflection. Furthermore, his ideas have influenced philosophers, theologians, and scholars of the mind, and his legacy continues to inspire new research and contributions in areas such as philosophy of mind, phenomenology, and philosophy of religion.
The philosophy of Zubiri, with its focus on sentient intelligence, reality as an event, and the integration of philosophy and theology, offers a profound and multidisciplinary perspective that remains relevant in understanding the human condition and fostering dialogue across different areas of knowledge.